All right, guys, this is Power Move Parker here. I'm wearing my Arkansas Razorback shirt, as you guys can see, sitting on my front porch. Front porch living, or I guess back porch, whatever you want to call it in the apartment. It's kind of a side porch, I guess, but it is. I like to consider it my front yard, even though it's a rental. But anyway, guys, I wanted to talk to you guys about the Astros. They seem to have gotten their mojo back a little bit. I know me and Reed haven't done a 12:03 in like 2 weeks, and we'll have to get back on that. But when the Astros are down and there's really no other team, no other thing going on, we just didn't feel like doing it. I know Reed stays pretty busy with the Snyder paper and other things, and school's been pretty crazy for me. Well, really just exhausting. I'm tired after coming home, but we're going to get back on track, so stay tuned on Old Main Entertainment for that. But the Astros have won 2 games in a row at home, and that's big news considering they have been, well, awful at home. If you want to consider going back to the 2019 World Series against Washington Nationals, because we know 2020 they didn't have fans, so there really wasn't a home or away, in my opinion. I mean, location-wise, yes, but the fans weren't there, so what's the point? You had cardboard cutouts, whatever. But since the fans have been around since the 2019 World Series, they really haven't been that good at home. Remember, they lost all 4 games at home in that World Series, and even Game 7 was just a travesty. So they have this road warrior mentality, I think, which helps them and hurts them as well because it's, them against everybody else, Houston against the world. I think it does help them. But it's frustrating when you buy tickets to the game and you support the fans, and Minute Maid's rocking and doing their job, and the fans are doing their job. You expect the team to perform at home. And so they've won 2 games in a row against the Angels. That's great. Right now, the Oakland A's are back on top. I think they've won like 12 games in a row or whatever it was. I mean, they've been, after their terrible start, the Oakland A's have been on fire. So really, it's the A's that are the team to beat as of right now. The Astros have held their own against them. They've done well against the Angels at home. Like I said, they won 2 in a row. But the thing I wanted to point out was I was really impressed with, obviously, Zach Greinke, another great performance by him. But Jason Castro, the left-handed catcher, the backup catcher, we've had him before. Now he's back. Man, he's a lot better than the last time the Astros had him, at least on the offensive end. I mean, he comes in, he's a good left-handed bat. He hit a double in the 10th inning that really, gave the team the spark. It was a ground rule double. It would have ended up tying the game, but they called it a ground rule double. It was almost foul, and so anyways, he hit that. It was clutch. It was a clutch moment. Miles Straw. A lot of people are talking crap about Miles Straw, but in the 2 games they've won at home, Miles Straw has been big. He's hit triples. He's gotten on base. He's flying around in the outfield. I mean, listen, he may not be a number 1 in the lineup guy like me and Reed maybe thought he would be or could be, but he is still a speedster on the base path and the outfield. And if he hits the ball on the ground at all, it was a routine grounder to, I think, shortstop. And he got on base and got on single, and that's what started the rally in the 10th inning. So I'm a huge fan of Miles Straw, and I think you got to stay with it. Astros play the Angels again today. It's good to have Javier back up. Greinke's dealing. McCullers, if he stays on his normal path, he should be fine. I think the Astros are starting to come around. And I saw Framber Valdez is warming up, and he's actually throwing from the mound. So a lot of good things are happening for the Astros right now. Just stay with this team. Don't give up on them yet. It's still very early. The A's will fall off. They beat the Angels again today. That's 3 in a row at home. Starting to get their mojo back. It helped that it was a walk-off win last night in the 10th inning. That was big. Robel Garcia came in and put the game away. So, yeah, you get walk-offs. You get momentum like that. The mojo starts to come back. The swagger starts to come back. I really want you guys to know. They'll message me on Twitter, on here. At ParkerRay1 on Twitter, ParkerRHEA 1. You guys can message me on there and see if you like Carlos Correa batting first. I think it's all right. He had a pretty big sac fly in the game last night in the 10th inning. It was a sac fly. It scored Miles Straw. Miles Straw was able to tie the game up. So, yeah, he always does good in the clutch. I think he was like 0 for 4 before that, but still, a big-time sac fly when it mattered. So what do you guys think of Carlos Correa starting? Let me know what you think about that. And also let me know what you think about just the Astros. Are they back on track, or is this just a couple of fluke wins?